with me, um, Mr. Energy.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
I have Margaret Green, the real estate queen,
How you doing?
and we have Ursula D. Allen. She'll be coming in shortly. We don't know what to
What?
expect, but she's coming in.
We sure don't. Lord have
Ooh,
mercy.
I don't got how y'all. Okay, so tell you got any little nugget for the people today?
Yeah, I got it's a little one. Today's something I had dealt with today. Um, when people are looking to list their property for sale,
Mm-hmm.
and in this market right now, you want to be careful not to list it too high. Because a lot of times when the agent tell you one amount, you might say, "No, I wanted to put it this amount because that's what I think my house is worth." Well, that's good, and that's fine and good, but you don't want to put list it where it's more than what the market is yielding. For instance, say for instance the house down the street from you or the houses in the neighborhood are selling for say $279,000, and you say I want to list my house for $329,000 because it's worth $329,000. That might be true, but if you put listed for that much and then someone else and then someone take a look at it and they're interested in it, but they say, well, I'm not paying that much because nowadays you got more and more people are being informed consumers. They're not just taking your word, they're checking and doing an investigation themselves on the prices of homes and things like that. So you want to make sure that you price it just right where you can say, okay, I'm okay with listing it at 299. And because in this market, in some cases, 299 is a good start, and it may end up causing the other buyers to run it up to the 329 because you have more than one person that might be interested in your home, and it becomes a bidding war in some cases. So sometimes it's a good rule of thumb is to list it at a reasonable price that you can give yourself the opportunity for someone to make an offer either at the price that you actually wanted it to sell it at or very close to the price that you wanted to sell it at because more than one person was interested in buying it and it drove the price up, because a lot of times people will list it real high and they sit and then all of a sudden you got to drop the price. So when that happens, a lot of times people start shying away from it because they wonder, well, why it's still sitting on the market, why are they having to drop the price, what happened, did somebody get an inspection or what happened. So the last thing you want to do is get a stigma placed on your property. So in hindsight, be mindful, be reasonable, and listen to your realtor, and hopefully that will help that you make the right decision on how to list your property. And that's my gold nugget for today.
Okay, good advice. Hello, Simmons,
Hello, Simmons.
Hello.
and this is going to be one of them topics, types of combos, huh? Yes, it is. It is, baby. And so, Ramon, what do you got for us today, Mr.
Uh,
Energy?
First, I just want to say, Simba, I know you out there. Oh, Simba,
Ah.
oh, somewhere. It's sitting on top of your head. He out there freezing. He like, oh, dang, they took my bird. I want to be brave. But no, today I do want to talk about speaking about being funny in comedy and being an artist myself, being a rapper. Um,
Hey, Project BD.
Frederick Beatty,
Frederick.
what's up? About Ti. Ti
Okay.
becoming doing stand up and becoming a stand up comedian and I
Really?
yeah he actually
Mm-hmm.
went to
They
LA.
say he good.
Yeah, he been going around. He's always kind of been funny and more of a outspoken. You gotta be outspoken to be an artist, especially his type of caliber. And he's always been funny. Even when he was on the show, he had his show. What was the name of it?
Hey, Lula.
ATL.
Yeah, the
Oh,
ATL,
then,
but
yeah,
Family Hustle. Like, yeah, so
yeah, I remember that too.
of,
Yeah,
like doing movie takers. He's always, so he's always kind of been funny, but to do stand up, that's brave and that's big for a rapper of
you're
his
right.
to just say, I'm gonna go become a comedian. And he's been getting praised about it. So, kudos to T.I. Keep going doing
Yeah.
that.
Well, I was gonna say, well, Ti is grooming himself to be Red Fox, right? Play Red Fox. You
Hey,
know
man.
Really?
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
What?
He's grooming himself to be Red Fox. Allegedly, that's what they say.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's
I
strong.
can probably kind of see that
I
because
can too. He
yeah,
got
I
the
can see
walk
that.
down pat.
Yeah, he does.
But that's strong.
And
So,
his, he kind of because some just like Jamie Foxx, he kind of looked at similar. He has a similar look. And when you see Red Fox when he's not in Fred Sanford mode,
Yeah.
so yeah, I can see that.
but that's big for him to take that. That if that is the reason why he really said, I'm gonna just go all the way full comedian with it, to actually respect the culture of that, of being a comedian, getting up there. Like they say, he won't stop getting up there. Like every stage he can get on, he's getting on to do his comedy. So that's big for a
Yeah,
rapper.
I do comedy. Yeah. At
Okay.
home.
Lulu said, "Hey to y'all, everybody.
How
Hey."
you doing?
Hello.
The young lady Simmons said, "Congratulations! Oh, that's awesome." And then Frederick Beatty said he
Yeah.
was did some
He,
stuff on Nick Cannon's Wildin' Out.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
He did
Yeah.
wilding out comedy. But
Mhm.
that's like common for a lot of artists. Like a lot of artists nowadays, they was doing wilding out. So that was like
Mhm.
Yeah.
you're not really, and you don't really got to be funny to be on wilding out. You
No.
just your name. But to
Yeah.
do actually get up there and say I'm gonna do some stand up, that's big.
Yeah. You definitely got to take courage to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So does that conclude what you had to say today, Mr. Ramon?
Yes, it does, Nala. I mean,
All right. Okay. So, okay. I'm gonna start out with. I'm gonna talk about this young college student out of Texas who lost her ears,
Ooh.
nose, and her lips. She got attacked by some dogs. She was dog sitting. Um, hey, Wani.
Hey, Wani.
So she got attacked by some dogs. She was supposed to been dog walking the dogs, and as she stuck her keys inside the door, the dogs attacked her, and they drug her inside the house, and um, they bit off her nose, her lips, and her ears, and they left her really messed up. And this happened right around her birthday. It was a day before her 22nd birthday. She was only 21 years old. And it was just really sad just watching her her video and stuff. And then the owner saying that originally the dogs were troubled dogs to begin with because they got them from the pound. And they said, but they tried to sugarcoat it and say that the
Mm-hmm.
dogs, but there was nothing wrong with the dogs because they know that's a lawsuit
Yeah,
allegedly.
big time.
Right. So
Your dogs
yeah,
disfigure somebody like that?
yeah. And so the young lady wanted to come live and talk about it. So she talked about it on the news and told them about, what happened and how she did not expect that because she had met the dogs prior to her coming back to the house to walk the dogs. And when she stuck the key in the door, the dogs attacked her. And they tore her up. But I wanted to say that to say for those people that always hollering, their dog, he won't bite or she won't bite you or whatever the case may
Mm-hmm.
be. When we were growing up, my mom always used to say, if he got
The
teeth,
teeth, he
he
gonna bite.
will bite. That's right.
That's it.
So something, I
I
don't know
don't
if
care
it
if it's
was
a
the
chihuahua.
smell. I don't know if it was the smell on her or what was it, but it was something that triggered your dogs off and they attacked
Mm-hmm.
her. and so she's gonna go through multiple surgeries to
Yeah.
get back to normal.
Reconstructive
Yes,
surgery.
yeah,
I
I
had a
feel so sorry for her. You know.
friend of mine. I mean, a coworker that I used to work with, that she had got a dog from the pound,
Mhm.
and he had apparently, I guess, had been abused in the past too. So one day she come to work, and I'm like, "Well, what happened to you?" And she said, "Well, my dog attacked me." I said, "Well, what happened?" She said she think the alcohol, because she had been drinking. And
Okay.
so she said she think that whoever used to abuse that dog must have had
Yeah,
alcohol
alcohol on her.
on
Yeah.
their breath or whatever. Because she said soon as she bent down to give him a kiss, the dog launched at her and he just started just attacking her. She said, and I said, you gonna give her? She said, no, because it was my fault. And, he just, he just wasn't, probably it's something just triggered it. I said, ain't no way I'm gonna stay in that house with no
No.
dog after he didn't touch, he didn't came in contact with my
Heck,
flesh.
no, me either.
No,
Sorry.
What was that movie back in the day we used to watch with the
Cujo.
dog? Cujo. Yeah, that's some
I'm
Cujo stuff. Oh no. I know my hair. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna put this out here, people. So my hair is not together today. I haven't braided my hair. I haven't had the time to braid my hair. So I know I'm looking like the Lion King probably right about now. But but it is what it is. I did not want to miss my show today, and I just didn't have time to actually braid my hair.
I'm
So I'm
getting
gonna
used to it. I'm getting used to it.
I'm so, so
And
then
then
I wanted to
and
talk
then
about
my nephew also had, one of my nephews, Troy's nephew Monty. They had a dog, and every time every time they would bring the dog over to his mom's house, the dog just go food. He was a little dog, but he just run around the sofa, just like I said, what is wrong with that dog? You don't crack? And they said no. They said that's just him. So what they ended up having to get rid of the dog, because I think after she had her second son or something, the dog was jealous. So she had to get rid of the dog, and they got two other dogs now, but they had to get rid of him. And he was a small dog, but she said he had territory or something like that, some kind of issue with the dog. And because I used to wonder, I was like, what is wrong with that dog? He just keep on running around.
Yeah. I remember when we was younger, my mom used to say about dogs and cats, when you got babies in the house and young kids in the house, be careful, because the dogs or the cats tend to get jealous of that you're giving the babies more attention than you're giving the dog or the cat. So she used to always tell us to be careful, because she said cats, they like to breathe the air out of babies. They just like to take the air out of them. And
especially if they had milk.
Yeah. So they will suck the air out of them, and they won't be able to breathe.
But okay, you was talking about your friend and getting. I laughed in the middle. I'm sorry, because you said she went down to get a dog a kiss.
Yeah.
That's messed up. Number one, and
well, people always do that though. A lot of people do that. But when you got alcohol on your breath,
give me a kiss, Pookie. Give me a kiss. This one right here now. Come on.
That's disgusting.
Give me a kiss.
And that dog said,
that's their
no.
fur baby. So you can't.
Get out of my face.
Fur baby kiss. Come on.
That's their fur baby. So you can't knock people because of that.
And that's why the dog probably bit her face off, because the breath was kicking. Like, hey, come on, not that.
Well, she said he didn't bite her.
He just said the way he attacked her.
Like
she had a bruise on. I think she had a bruise up on her hand, because I thought she had been in a fight. But so I think she was pretty much flailing, trying to protect from him getting a hold of her face.
And that's what happened with that young girl. They said that she was balled up on the floor trying to protect herself, but it was too late. They got her. It was a German Shepherd and a pit bull. No, it wasn't her dog. Right.
That ain't her dog. But with your own dog and your own dog attack you because you trying to give it a kiss, that's because your breath was kicking. You need to go get a Tic Tac before you try to kiss that dog.
It might not matter. Sometimes that alcohol come through like Jackie Chan.
And then on another note, I want to talk about this guy from out of Detroit. He quit his job. He went and bought some buildings, after he bought a building to start his car cleaning business. And so when he did it, he okay, so to start off with, he was working for the cable company installing cable. And his girl wife she encouraged him to quit his job and start his own car detailing company. So he did just that.
Right.
He
Oh Lord.
She said, "Just call my name and I'll be there." All right,
Ursula.
Ursula. Yeah. So yeah, and so
Ursula.
he had like he had a car cleaning business. Uh he started a detailing business. And so the mom was a marketing professional. So she decided to start posting his videos of him detailing cars and stuff. So he ended up getting sponsorship from Turtle Wax. They end up sponsoring his show. He end up now he has like a building. They just brought a building. Mom was able to quit her job. He was able to quit his job, and now they're working. He's the boss now. He's the owner of his own detailing
Well,
company.
that's good. That's good.
So to start out tonight's conversation, and I thought this was very interesting just reading that, because it said that his wife encouraged him to quit his job and go into, start doing what he really loved
Wanted to
doing.
do.
He was 3 years old when he started loving the detailing business to begin with. But you know
Oh,
how
wow.
sometimes we tend to fall into jobs that we really don't like and things like that, but we do it anyway because it pays the bills.
That's true.
And so I thought it was really cool to see that his wife is encouraging him to start his own business. I thought it was really cool to see that. So, with that being said, tonight's show is about relationships and friendships. And I say the word friendships because I was thinking about something. Um, um, about how friendships, we tend to think everybody is really our friends, and
That's true.
sometimes we learn that, you
They're
learn
not.
later on down the line that they're not the
They
friends
have
that you think
ulterior
they are.
motives.
Yes. And so with that being said, I wanted to talk about the relationship situation and relationships as far as friendships are concerned as well. So, so what do you think about friendships? What do you guys think about friendships? Like people you really say, how important is it to you to have um, the right people in your circle as your
Right.
family?
That's the key word. The right
Yeah.
people, because everybody's not supposed to go with you. You got some supposed to pass by you. They come in your life for a little while, and then you got those who's supposed to stay with you because they're part of your future and your vision. But I have a few friends that I call friends, but then I have one person that I call a close friend. And the reason why I call her a very close friend is because I can tell her something. I always do tests on people when I'm talking to them as a friend. I do a test. And what I do is I normally do is I will tell you something just to see if I'm gonna hear it again.
Mm-hmm.
And if I hear it again, I know you're not my friend because
Yeah.
I know that you can't keep a secret. You can't hold water, as they always say. So that's what I normally do. And if I tell somebody something and I don't hear it again, then I know that you're the type of person that I can hang out with, I can talk to, I can be myself and not have to worry about you hearing, girl, did you hear something such as, girl, did you hear that, before you even hang up the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So there are friends, and there are friends who are friends just enough to find out any information about you so they can dog you out to somebody else. Because remember, they always say friends have their own friends. You might
Mm-hmm.
call them your best friend, but they might have a best friend that you don't know about. that they
Right.
talk to you, talking about you to them. So that's
Mhm.
why. So I think that's a good thing when it comes to friends. Sometimes you just got to do a test on them, do a test drive. Hey,
Okay.
I'm going to tell you this and see what happened. I remember one time this girl that I used to work with, she wasn't my friend, but we were just cool. At least I thought we was. And so I told her, and I told her this thinking that, to try to help her out though. But I told her, I said, I'm getting ready to buy my home. That was when I bought my first home. And I said, I'm getting ready to close on my home Friday. And I said, so don't say nothing. I'm saying, keep this to yourself. Just, don't say nothing. By the time I came back to work Monday, my supervisor asked me, "Oh, I didn't know you bought a house." Say what? He said, "I didn't know you had bought a house." I was so mad at her. I said, and I know she would not become my friend. So when I asked her and I confronted her, why you always got to be such a secret girl? Why could you can't? You should be happy. I said, yeah. That the point is not that me not being happy. The point is, I told you don't say nothing because I didn't want nobody in my business. Now if you like to tell everybody what you got and what you ain't got, otherwise I am very secretive and very personal. I don't like telling all my business. So from that point on, I never told her anything else. I said, you know what? I said, now I know what category to put her in, because she couldn't hold water. So that's why you just have to be careful. Sometimes you can do test runs, and if you hear what you just told them again, that's not a good friend
Okay.
unless you tell them something that you want them to say.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Mr. Ramon? What do you think?
That's very important. Very the right friends, the right even family members. Like we gonna keep it all the way thorough. Having the right family members, the right friends around you is very important because even your family members will do you in. Like we have seen cases in so many points where family members then killed other family members. So it's saying just people that's around you. Period. So if you're gonna interact with the five, they say the five people that you or 5 or 7 people that you interact the most is who you're gonna become or how you're gonna turn out. And that's true in a sense because if you got 5 individuals around you that are not bringing nothing to the table or not thriving for anything or not talking or having type of conversations that you needed watering the seeds that you're trying to plant or even in their own to give you some ideas to plant some seeds for yourself, you're not gonna think outside that box. You're gonna stay in that box. So if somebody's running talking about killing you, or that's what they're on, you're gonna probably be more in that sense of what's going on. If they talking about real estate getting money or something like that, you're gonna be okay. Let me I gotta think now. If I don't know what they're talking about, I have to go just like in those senses, the negative senses, you have to go see what that is about. If that's your friend circle, chances are you're gonna get involved in whatever that friend circle is. So that's very important, and then it's important for the mental too, because
Thank you, Jonathan, for sharing.
thank you, Jonathan. Because if again, like I said, if you got seeds that you're trying to water and you don't have the proper friends around you to even understand your visions and your dreams, then you better off by yourself because
Yep.
they'll tell something because they don't understand it, they'll tear it down. So sometimes it's better for you to be in your own bubble, your own safety bubble. When people talk about people like that, oh, you don't got no friends, you don't go out, you don't, oh, you must be you a loner, this,
Yeah.
that,
When
that.
they say you stuck up, I've
Yeah.
heard that
Yeah.
from me. Like
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I'm happy with me. I'm okay with
Mhm.
me.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I'm
And
like,
that's the biggest
if
thing
you ain't
people
happy with yourself, that's your problem. But I'm
man,
happy with me.
that's the biggest thing people don't understand is the comfortability in yourself. Doing being yourself, like she was able to get on here looking like Nala, that's comfortability. I throw the wig on my head. I popped in my robe. I'm in my old man robe. That's comfortability. Just being yourself. And I think that's the essence though of what we're losing today in today's society of everybody thinks because I talk to this person on social media, that's my friend.
Yeah, you got that right. You absolutely have that right. Because a lot of people use social media and they go, oh, but I've been talking with her. I've been communicating. We cool. Yeah, but you don't know that person.
Right. You
That's
never
just like meeting
them.
somebody to date on social media, and then all of a sudden you find out you're not. you know, and then he got issues. You know, too many people have lost their life because they met somebody out there, whether it's social media or whether it's in a bar. You just got to be careful who you connect with. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Frederick Beatty. The same here. I keep my circle small by design as well because of the same thing. I'm very protective of who I share my energy with.
Yep.
So yeah, I agree
That's
with you
very
on
true.
that one.
And not even sharing your energy with, sometimes, and taking others' energy. Because other people energy, negative energy will feed off on you. You'll be sitting there, if you're a positive person and you always talking about life and good things, that's good. Congratulations. Then you got a circle that's always down to somebody.
Oh my goodness. So y'all matching today. Y'all, this is second
I
time.
love her hair.
Hey, you got some music on, Ursula?
Huh? Wait, well, 1 second. 1 second.
Oh Lord.
He gonna get us.
We're gonna have to remove you, Ursula, because Facebook gonna take us off. You're gonna have to cut that off. You're gonna have to cut the music off because Facebook gonna drop us.
They don't play.
They do not play.
They let you do 30 seconds.
Yeah,
We do
well,
get
we don't
seconds.
want to
They
take
let you do
down.
30 seconds.
Truth. That's true too. They don't have no price tag on it. Friendship price tag.
That's true. Very true.
But with that though, I think that's the confusion that's going on nowadays with social media, that everybody not understanding what a real friend is. You know?
Exactly. And it's the sad part is that and the reason why I'm talking about friendships today is because I know someone that just a friend that just recently went through something really, really horrible. And what they did was they tried to set her up. They wanted her to go somewhere with them, and it was a plan. The plan was to do her in, and she really thought these people were really close to her. She thought they were good friends of hers. Come to find out, they really wasn't her friend. They didn't like her really. They wanted to be her. They thought she was pretty, but they wanted to harm her. And so, this is why I'm talking about the friendship thing, because a lot of times we put a tag on people and say that that's my friend, but really you don't know that person, and you don't know the harm that they can cause to you as a friend. So, with those titles and stuff. And I said, and I also mentioned about relationships, not just friendships, I was talking about relationships as well. And the reason why I mentioned about relationships, because I was reading that article about the young man who he quit his job. His wife okayed that she was behind him every step of the way. How many people can honestly say that they have a mate that honestly is behind them 100% like that?
Yeah. I think a lot of times, because me personally, when I was getting ready to retire, I talked to my husband about it. At first, he was against it because he was thinking I should just wait until the end of that year. And I said, you know what? I said, okay. So I said, okay, well, I'll think about it. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep on praying about this. So I prayed about it again. So I ain't say nothing else to him about it. That next morning, he said, "Did you finish putting your paperwork in?" And I said, "No, I hadn't finished it, but I did start it." He said, "Well, go ahead and finish it." He said, "Go ahead and retire." And see, what he didn't understand is God had already let me know it was time for me to retire. So he just confirmed it through my husband that it was time for me to retire. Because right after that, then all the pandemic and all the other stuff, the pandemic had already started, but then they was talking about laying people off. The following week, the week after I put in my retirement, they start talking about laying people off. And I said, I thank God that not only did I listen, but my husband also listened.
Oh.
Okay, she cut herself off. I don't know what she did.
But what I was trying to say though,
read the comment.
I truly believe us as Black folks don't know what friendship is because so busy trying to screw each other over. But that goes into what you were saying though. I was getting into
not just Black people though.
But yeah, that's everybody. That's human race as a whole. But like what I was saying about the energy thing, about the intake of the energy, and that goes into I was bridging into with the relationship. your friendships, you could be a positive person, and then you have this negative person, you got cut off.
I hit my laptop by accident, and I ended up knocking myself out. So I said, "Let me don't touch my computer." I said, maybe Troy might came up here when I wasn't looking. But that's what that's the thing, and but I'm glad I did eventually. But I think with sometimes with relationships,
we don't.
I think sometimes
we don't what, Wani?
We don't know.
They probably
we don't know.
I think sometimes we sometime in spouses, I don't know about in boyfriend and girlfriends, but I think sometimes in spouses, sometimes they think you have to always get their permission for everything. Yeah, you can talk to them about it, and it's okay to talk to them about it. But if God is letting you know that it's time to do something, sometimes you got to say, "Okay, honey, I understand what you're saying, but I have to do what the Lord's showing me to do." Because there are times when you can get out. Because you got to remember, you and him are evenly supposed to be evenly yoked, but your relationship with God is separate from your relationship with your husband or boyfriend or whoever you want to call it. Because guess what? When you stand before him, he ain't gonna be standing there with you. So you want to make sure that you do things according to what he told you to do too. So
yeah,
and he will eventually, that person will come on. If he don't want to come on, then that's his problem. He just got to deal with it. But as long as you know what you're doing and that you did was what was right, because eventually it'll speak for itself.
Okay. What about you? What about you, Ray? What was you saying, Ramon?
But like I was saying with that though, about the energy intake, we was talking about the friendships, about the energy intake, but also that's changing your perspective of the person that you have around you. And relationships, when you're in a relationship with somebody, that's even more important. Your friendships in your relationship, because sometimes your friendship intake or the type of people that you have can actually ruin a good relationship.
Oh yeah,
very much so.
True.
Because you will go on this good person, like I was saying, that you're positive, you got a good outlook on things, this, that. But then you go look over to your friend and seeing, oh, his girlfriend is doing this, or her husband is doing this, and then your wife come home like, I want a Benz, baby. Why I can't get a Benz? And you like, what? You don't like those type of things. But you're consistently keep seeing this around your friends. Now it's rubbing off on you. So if that's not your circle, and if that's not who you are truly, you should connect yourself with those type of people in all regards. And even the people you choose to comment what Ramon was saying about it.
One, he said, comment on what Ramon was saying about us as Black people. I was agreeing with him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What we said about Black people?
Black people.
Oh, somebody had commented that Black folks, we don't stick together,
we don't.
And stuff like that, and we always screw over each other. But I was saying that it's not only Black people that screw over you; it's more than just Black people. There are other nationalities that do the same exact thing, so it's not just us.
That's why you got to be careful though about with your friends too, though.
Yeah.
Because your friends, it's not a color. I don't feel like even a color.
No, it don't have nothing to do with color. It's the friendships that you have, the relationships that you have with people.
Sometimes the other races do you better than your own color do. Sometimes.
Yeah. What you think, Ursula? You haven't commented yet. You kind of quiet over there, peaceful.
I think that mostly people, I feel the same way about when people jump into bad relationships. I think that most people, and I'm not saying all, but I should say a lot. I'm not going to say most. A lot of people really don't know how to truly be a friend.
Nope.
And the thing is,
depending on how they was raised.
On all levels, basically, God put your friends and your people you are in relationships with for a reason. And if I'm supposed to be in your life, I'm there for a reason, and vice versa. But what I see mostly in my life is that people on a human scale are looking at you on what they can get from you. And
Yeah.
it could be the
Very much so.
sweetest person on the earth. It could
Mhm.
be somebody who has very good intentions, but they
Mhm.
look at a person that they want to get in this, like I say, relationships, friendships, as to potentially what eventually can I get from this person?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gain. They
that's
looking
Right.
for a gain in
they
in the
see an
relationship.
opportunity.
Yeah. They
And
mhm.
and I just think that friendship should be you know, more organic, and
So
I
natural.
think that, yeah, and just the things that God would have us to get from one another spiritually, emotionally, whatever, it could be financially, whatever, then let it be God that sets it up. Because if I can name, a handful of people who I've had friendships as far as relationship with. I can name probably hands and feet with that I can that I've had relationships with that was set up on my behalf though.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And there, where are they? Falling by the wayside.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because like I said, my intention, and I can admit, you know especially with the dudes, I'm like, oh yeah, he got this, he got that. um
Thanks, Crystal,
and
for sharing the post.
huh
I was saying thank you, Crystal, for sharing the post. I'm sorry about that.
oh, that's okay. And I got into it for the wrong reason.
Hmm.
And to kind of talk about what you were talking about, Raymond. Is it Raymond or Raymond?
Ramon.
Ramon.
Ramon. Okay, I'm
Like
sorry.
Ramon Ski, baby.
um, when we get into it for the wrong reason, everything is wrong. It's
Yeah.
like a puzzle piece that you put into a puzzle that's not supposed to go there.
Yeah. You study
It
trying
can
to get
throw
it.
off it throw off the entire thing.
So that's when
Yeah.
you start busting the windows out the BMW, huh?
Oh my goodness.
That's
It
Oh
took
my
less than that.
goodness.
It took less than that for that.
Oh my goodness. Not bust the windows out of the Mercedes.
did,
You
did,
know what? I'm gonna
Oh,
say
you
this.
talking about
I'm gonna say
sisters?
this while you saying that. Okay, I'm gonna say
When
this
she
though.
when
The
Fatima bust
friendship,
them windows.
a true friend is like what you just did, Ursula. You came in, you complimented my hair. I and
That's because y'all both look like bookends.
and and Ramon, on the other hand, he started calling me Simba and everything. I just thought that was kind of foul. So, that's
see,
supposed to be your friend, and friends not
see,
supposed to do you like that.
where did God say in the Bible you can't crack jokes, okay?
He said
Jesus
also
was
in the
probably cracking
Bible, he
jokes on
said, he
everybody he told.
said, he
Hey,
said, if you live in a glass house, don't throw stones.
throw them over here. Throw 'em. I'm in my role. I was waiting for somebody to say something about the robe today. Ain't nobody
We
said nothing.
couldn't
I
see
can't see it. It's just like a shirt.
it. Go
Oh,
ahead, Ursula, finish what you were saying. But I just thought I'd just get that out there because I was kind of a little hurt until you came on, Ursula, and complimented me on my hair. I know it look a little messy and this and that. I couldn't fit a
I ain't the
hat on
one to
my
talk
head
about that,
today.
love.
Right. I couldn't fit a hat on my
That's why I
head
tell y'all
today.
look like
So
bookends.
But that's what he felt Simba-ish, and so actually, that's what friends are supposed to do. They're supposed to point out when they think you slipping. They like, girl, where you going? So
Hmm.
he can still be your friend and love you, and they pointed that out. So
also he said I'm slipping. Is that what you saying?
oh,
I
look,
didn't
yeah, look, I
Ursula.
just like, dang, I ain't
I'm
even
You
trying
think
to
you
about
help.
you
that.
I'm trying
you
to
you
help.
supposed to be trying to help it
You're
out,
making
but
it
you
worse.
making it worse.
I'm
Yeah.
giving an example.
I'm
I'm giving an
listen,
example.
dang.
I
Okay,
could
y'all.
never say that you slipping with your
I
hair
didn't feel
like
like
that.
braiding my hair this week. I haven't braided my hair yet. You know, normally I braid my hair for on Sundays, and you know when I take it down. But I did not
And I
feel
feel like
like braiding
singing
my
Tina
hair.
Turner song.
My grandbabies was
Baby,
visiting
back
me
to
on
me.
Saturday, so when they came over to visit me Saturday, they took all my little energy that I had for Sunday.
You don't have to tell me. I get my grandbaby every Friday. Every Friday.
So
The
yeah,
only time I didn't get her is when I was sick.
and the little one is starting to trying to get around now too. So it's rough. It's rough on the sister. You
Oh
got
yeah, I know.
Have to do it.
one trying to be a worm, get out your hand and stuff, and the other one want to granny come go over here. So you know, yeah, I ain't had time, y'all. I had to get the energy. I had to build my energy back up. So I'm eating Wheaties to get my energy back.
You're gonna have to eat the whole box. 'Cause you got that's
So
three.
you can go ahead and finish, Ursula. I just thought I'd throw that out there, you know, because I was
I don't
a
know. I
little
may be
hurt.
finished. I don't. Well, I don't even know where I left off. I don't know.
You said
It's a
the
senior
Peter
moment.
Weeder Weeder went to the Tita Dita Leader.
No, I didn't say that. I'm pretty sure. I'm.
Yeah.
What? I don't.
Well, since you don't know
No,
yet,
no.
you
He
think
was
about
saying,
it. Think about that. Hold
he,
that thought. Think about
oh,
what you got to say, what you wanted to say. But I'm gonna say this to y'all. You know, um, this is the reason why I like the Steve Harvey book. That last book that he wrote, and he was talking about the boat. He was talking about on this boat. He had you got all these friends on this boat. There are friends that's gonna try to hold the boat down. There are friends that's gonna roll the boat with you. There are friends
Mm-hmm.
that's just sitting on the boat. There are friends that's just going for the ride because they just want to get where you going and this and that. And
Mm-hmm.
that is how. And when he was saying this, it's so true because you do have friends like that. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I don't call them my friends then
Nope.
because they're not really friends. It's the ones that's really helping you trying to get there. It's the ones that you consider your real friends. The ones that's riding for just the ride so they can say what they gotta say about you later or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Those are not your friends, you know.
Mm-mm.
And you have to learn the difference between friendships, what is a real friendship and what is not a real friendship and stuff, you know. So like right now, I'm feeling like, you know, Ramon is not a real friendship because
It's all back to that.
yeah, it's back to that. Yeah. Because a friend wouldn't throw you under the
The
bus on your
bus.
bad
A
hair
friend
day.
would throw you under the bus
Not on
if
your
that's what
bad
they
hair
think.
day. Not
If
on your
that's what they
bad hair
think, that's
day.
what
oh,
they have to.
and you know
I
what?
Mm-mm.
We need
It's
that,
go row,
Ursula. We
row.
need to start talking about that more. About having thicker skin when it comes to your friends sometimes, because your friends is gonna be the ones that's gonna crack jokes on you, just like your grandbabies will too. Your grandbabies will be the first ones, or your kids will be the first ones that'll hurt your feelings.
Oh
Because you'll
yeah.
be like, oh, I did it today. I'm looking for something there. What's wrong with your makeup, mommy?
Oh yeah.
Kids
Yeah.
will do that.
Yeah. I remember somebody doing me like that some years ago. Yeah. I
Hey,
do remember
or
that.
or you line yourself up and you like, yeah, I just did that. Then, Daddy, why is your mustache crooked? You like,
but you rather hear it at the house first,
That's
then
true.
or with your
you
friend,
know.
Yeah,
then
that's
then
true.
then you go outside, because I done had people that was acquaintances or so-called friends. I got stains on my shirt, and I'm thinking I'm fly. And I'm walking, I was hollering at her, I was pursuing something, and I'm thinking I'm fresh and fly.
Something.
He pointed it out like, boy, you got stains on your shirt. And I'm looking like, wow. So y'all
My
see?
homies didn't even tell me this, right?
Uh-huh.
I just did
It's
a
like, boy,
check
you
with
got
y'all.
dribble on your shirt.
Look, I had just did a check too, like, I'm good. I'm straight. Are you sure? All right,
Mhm.
cool. And
That's
you
like the
good.
Tic Tac. You
Like,
take
Mhm.
a Tic Tac, they tell you, "Oh man, get some orange Tic Tacs." You know, orange ain't covering up
ooh,
that smell.
ain't
You know,
covering up
and
nothing.
you know how friends, when when you back in the day when you were a kid, when you were younger and you would hang out in clubs and stuff, and you and your friends and all, and somebody interested in you and you really ain't paying no attention, but then all of a sudden, your friend, that even if that person wasn't even thinking about them, all of a sudden, oh, he cute. And then they start pursuing them, even though he wasn't even thinking about them. So that's why you know who are acquaintances and who is actually friends. Because with your friend, she gonna say, "Oh yeah, or she'll go and say, "You know what? I know you was checking out my friend. You know, you need to come over and talk to her." But acquaintances gonna go over there and try to holler at them herself or himself.
Man, let me tell y'all got some different definitions of some. Now that ain't got nothing to do with friendship. Now if
yeah, it does, because if you can't go out and hang out with your friends,
yeah, but hear me out. Hey, think about this.
Hey.
If me and you, we out, right? We friends, and we see this dude, right? Neither one of us know him.
Right.
And this dude is checking. We not sure who he checking for. Okay. But then he you know, you like, oh girl, he cute. And then I'm like, yeah, he is cute. Now, if you know, you like, oh girl, I might go get with him. But he come and get with me. Am I supposed to turn him down because you my friend?
No, you're not. No, I mean, no, I wouldn't.
I could be like, that's what Mark is saying. What did you say?
No,
no, I'm saying that there's you can know that person was interested in your friend. Say, for instance, he already tried to holler at your friend and tried to talk to him. Then all of a sudden, you know, you go on the dance floor or whatever, and you see him later on, and you trying to talk to him because your friend on the dance floor, oh, she dancing, you know, and then so you trying to holler at him.
I got what you're saying.
In the place of your friend.
I got what you're saying.
You know, because that happens sometimes. Oh, well, you act like you ain't want to talk to him. Remember House Party? That was a perfect example. Remember House Party?
Yeah.
What's her name? Tisha. She was interested in what play? Was that Kid or Play? Which one?
Kid.
And then once her friend was all of a sudden her friend was interested in him when she was saying that he played too much.
Kid,
said he played too much.
Kiss me like you kissed that little light-skinned girl in House Party.
Oh yeah.
Kid, can you kiss me like you kissed that light-skinned girl in House Party? But
I just had to understand that because we 16.
Right.
I was gonna say the women versus men here, it's like 16 men to one woman. So I had to get that straight what you were saying, because I'm like, now I ain't gonna go behind nobody back, or I ain't gonna do no junk like that. That's trifling. But but if we both think he cute,
then that's a different story.
Hey.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask each one of y'all this question. What type of friend would you say you are?
Oh, I can speak.
Okay.
I know that since I've been able to know the definition of friend, I am a good friend. Okay. If a friend shares something with me, it stays with me. If my friend needs me, I'm there for my friend. I am empathetic with things that my friends go through. I want to see my friend be successful. I want to try to help my friend in any way that I can.
Okay.
And I am a great friend.
Okay. So what kind of friend would you say you are, Ramon?
I'm just a friend. You got a friend.
Say just a friend.
No, but
oh baby, you got what I need. You say he's just a friend. You say he's just a friend. Oh baby, you.
Don't like about you.
Okay. So what type of friend are you, Ramon?
You know, a lot of people consider me a good friend.
You're a good friend.
You know, like when I talk about the wigs, you know, they don't consider me.
We're gonna ignore you now. Margaret, make you short. What kind of friend would you say you are?
I think I'm an honest friend.
You're an honest friend.
I think I'm an honest friend. I'm gonna tell you if something ain't right. I'm gonna tell you whether you like it or not. because a good friend will tell you if something is wrong or if it's right. A good friend will tell you, even if it may hurt your feelings sometimes, because sometimes if they tell you everything good, then how would you know when it ain't right?
Right.
Right. Ooh,
So
they're
you
being
want
high.
you want that type of friend that's honest, that's gonna tell you
Ooh, we must be
straight
finna get a
up.
storm.
So
The wind is
that's
high
the type
out
of
here,
friend I am.
y'all.
I'm an honest friend.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all the kind of friend I am. I'm the kind of friend that I'm down for you. I got your back. I'm honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you straight up if something ain't right about you or I don't like something that you may have said. I'm going to tell you straight up. You might get a little mad. I think I've lost friends because of that, because I'm that type of person that I'm going to tell you the way TI is, you know, whether you like it or not. Um, I'm the kind of friend that will support you. I want to see you succeed. I am going to push you if I know that you got potential and you have talents that you can take them to another level. I'm that friend that will push you to the max. I'm the friend that sometimes you may can't stand me because I'm that friend that's going to just keep you in line, try
Keep
to
you
keep you
100.
in, yeah, because that's just me. The kind of friends I don't like is the friends that only come around me when they want to
And they
be
can
nosy.
benefit.
Yep, they want to be nosy. They want to see what they can get from you. Um, and they want to use you in some kind of way. Those are the kind of friends I don't need. When it benefits them and it benefits them only, and it's not benefiting nobody else but them. Those are the friends I don't need. You know, so I just like to, keep it real. I like to keep it 100. And like I said, I've lost friends because of it, because I'm that person that I'm going to just tell you like it is. I'm going to tell the truth about what I feel or what I think about you. If something you say to me is not right, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to let you know, you know. Yeah, and I know Ramon is killing you up there because you want to talk about my wig again, but it's okay.
Wow.
Well, how some people think that you can some people can say, well, you're opinionated. Like sometimes people say that I'm opinionated. I don't care, because that's my prerogative. I'm Bobby Brown today. It's my prerogative. But if you rather me tell you the truth than to tell you a lie, and and I mean, you can take it or leave it.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's true. That makes sense. I mean, and like I said, I'm that person. I'm just gonna keep it 100. Type of person I am. And relationship wise, that's a hard one for me when it comes to relationships, because um I think I'm a little bit less outspoken when it comes to a relationship than I am when it's a friendship relationship, rather than it's a relationship with someone, of guy, husband, wife, and friendship. I'm a little less. I don't really speak up like I should,
You said
because
husband or wife?
yeah, husband and wife. I mean, husband and wife relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying period.
She
With
talking it
no
from both
both
sides of the
sides.
spectrum.
Right. I'm that person that that um it's hard for me to come out and say, to my mate, things that I normally wouldn't have a problem saying with my friends. And that's one of my biggest faults right there, because I'd be worried about what the outcome, or I'm trying to keep confusion down, and that's the type of person I am.
Yeah, and I can relate to that, because there are times when when I want to just when I just tell him how I feel,
Yeah.
and it can become an argument, because I
Yeah.
just like, okay, I didn't let it ride, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel. So
Yeah, I sometimes be thinking that sometimes, you know, that it was a saying my mom used to always say about pick your fights and pick your battles and stuff. So when it comes to marriage and a marriage, because it don't matter if we dating, if it was a boyfriend or something like that, that's a little different. But a husband and wife situation, I think it's a little bit more different because you're trying to keep confusion down in your home, the arguments and things like that. So it's a little different from saying what you really want to say, you know.
You can't just say
And
you,
it's so
you
many,
can go home. You can't say that.
no, and so many times you bite your tongue. You really want to say something else, but you bite your tongue and keep from saying it. You know, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it actually does more harm to you than it does help you when you do that, though.
Yeah, because
What about from
eventually you're gonna be like a tornado and a hurricane all in one.
But what about from a guy's perspective? Because as men, yeah, you have your men that's gonna, you know, to speak their mind or they really rude with their significant other. But then you got some men that are really sweet, you know, and they don't really want to tell their significant other how they really feeling, and because they don't want to hurt their. Okay, for example, you know,
I know that ain't you though, but go ahead.
We gonna get back at your wig. So if I had a wife, she walks out the door.
Or well, we got time is going.
Ain't that
well, guys, I just want to thank you all for tuning in to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and Free. Isn't that cool?
Wow.
We need a union on show.
Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Please make sure you
said LOL.
Tell a friend. Anybody want to say bye to people? And go ahead and say your byes.
We got 4 whole minutes and you cut your friend off.
Ursula, you still got Kanye number. We need to call Kanye.
Oh, no, I don't know if we're going to release that one.
We need his number. We need Kanye number.
Just call Flavor Flav on him. Just call Flavor Flav on him.
So y'all know what? I'm going to tell y'all something about this wig stuff, girl.
It's hot.
It's hot. I almost did this.
like the lady from Friday, that comedian. She said she was Janet Jackson.
Oh yeah. She took the braids came off with the cap.
She took it off and scratched her head.
This wig is presented by Ursula.
That's one of your collections, Ursula.
You know, I do a little something.
Something. Yeah, this is one of Ursula's special wigs. Anybody that wants to advertise for wigs on the show, you're welcome to send us wigs. We do advertise them for you. So if you want us to advertise
baseball
wig
cap,
or your baseball caps, or your glasses, or your
teeth, or your weave,
or your I said weave.
Did you say teeth? Did you say teeth?
If you want us to wear a gold tooth or something that you advertise or something like that, we'll do that as well.
Like Jerome, is my gold tooth.
We advertise T-shirts, newspapers. We advertise anything. Just send it to us. Our information is
okay. Because I feel a little vibration coming. I mean, you gotta watch what you say,
you be like, well, you said anything.
I send my drawers here for Ramon. That's what they'll be saying.
It's like, no, I didn't mean it like that. But that's what you said. I played it tape. That's what you said.
And I send my bald head wig to you.
Oh my God.
No.
Here's a picture with no teeth on.
Ooh, look at that boy Ramon. He's gonna go got more mustache than me.
About y'all saying anything.
Yeah, exactly. I sent you a piece of tissue. What's the tissue for? You figure it out.
Like, be careful you say that. That's an open end.
Anyway, But I wanted to share this before we go off the air. I don't know if she's on the show today or not, but we wanted to send Danielle a happy birthday from all of
Oh, happy
us here at Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and Friends. We wanted to say happy birthday to you, Danielle. Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday. She's probably out
Birthday.
celebrating because she's always on.
Yeah, she always on, but yeah. So I just wanted to share that with everybody. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and Friends. Make sure that you share and comment, like, and tell a friend to tell a friend. So we'll be seeing you guys on Thursday with our guest. I forget who our guest is, but I think she's an author. I'm sorry, don't remember yet. I don't have my papers in front of me. I got almost. Huh? Do you remember who it was?
No, I just said Mustafa.
Oh, all right, y'all.
Kanye, yeah, Kanye. What's up?
I'm gonna have my hair done. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning
Say
in.
something.
All right, y'all gonna say have a good evening to everyone. Let everybody say good evening. Have a good evening. All right, bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Hercules.